In a major shift that has ignited fresh debate, the latest NCERT Class 7 history textbooks have completely removed references to the Mughals and the Delhi Sultanate. Following earlier syllabus rationalization in 2022-23, this move signals a deeper rewriting of how India's past will now be presented to students. Entire sections on the Tughlaqs, Khiljis, Lodis, Mamluks, and Mughal achievements omitted. Focus redirected to ancient dynasties like Magadha, Mauryas, Shungas, and Shatavahanas under the idea of reinforcing Indian ethos. Introduction of a new chapter on sacred geography highlighting religious sites like the 12 Jyotirlingas, Char Dham, river confluences, mountains, and forests. Mahakumbh Mela 2024 featured but no mention of the stampede that killed over 30 pilgrims. Constitution of chapter mentions historic restrictions on flying the national flag. Varnajati system described as stabilizing initially but later rigidified under British rule. English textbook Purvi includes 9 out of 15 pieces by Indian authors like Tagore, Kalam, and Ruskin Bond. With the deliberate omission of key chapters from India's medieval period, important questions arise about the shaping of young minds and the completeness of historical understanding. We spoke to educationist Mansoor Ali Khan to get his perspective on whether these changes represent academic evolution, ideological rewriting, or an erosion of India's diverse historical legacy. Sir, my first question to you is does erasing medieval history dilute the complexity and diversity of India's cultural evolution, sir? Just want to know on this.
See, this deletion of history doesn't change history. The fact is, what's happened in the history will always remain. The whole purpose is to learn and study of the past so that we can understand the happenings, the culture of the past, and and not be in denial. So, just removing a part of the history that doesn't change that history never existed. Okay,
Exactly.
and the governments of the day should not unnecessarily tamper with history
Hmm.
to promote their agenda.
Exactly.
History will
So,
always remain the same.
hmm.
It is like saying, yes, Mughals did rule India,
Hmm.
but what happened, pros and cons are different.
Hmm.
But you just can't say that the Mughals didn't exist.
Exactly.
Okay,
And
and that has been a part, like, for example, let it be the Mughals, later on the Britishers, and whatever history happens, that remains in its place.
hmm.
So just trying to, and but the government of the day is hell bent on promoting its own agenda.
Right.
So that is very, that doesn't argue well for the country. So historical facts should be stated and history should be taught so that it becomes a lesson for us to learn from the past and go into the future.
Exactly. So, in an attempt to promote their particular ideology and by omitting medieval history, are we shaping young minds to forget a major chapter of India's past? And how will they then understand the heritage and monuments largely built during the Mughal era, sir?
See, the whole objective of this particular government is that to make sure only their agenda remains. And this is very unfortunate that impressionable minds and
Hmm.
students
Hmm.
knowing unknowingly are being influenced by the present regime to promote their ideology and agenda, which is very unfortunate.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
uh, this is totally avoidable.
Sir, how do you assess the balance between nationalism and academic rigor in these textbook changes, sir? Because this is happening since a long.
See,
So,
one thing,
hmm.
we all are nationalists, and
Hmm.
the government has to be honest. And if anybody is learning the facts of history,
Hmm.
which doesn't suit the present regime or
Hmm.
the regime, they don't become anti-national. Okay, so
Absolutely.
you have to keep the historical facts in front of the students or the country and let them decide. So what one has to, and just trying to, because governments certifying nationalism and not nationalist or not nationalist, it's not the government's job.
Hmm. Sir, there is also news that Mahakumbh Mela 2024 included. And my question to you is that should the tragic events like the Mahakumbh Stampede be a part of history education for a more realistic understanding, sir?
See,
Hmm. Hmm.
definitely Mahakumbh you can include many more things.
Hmm.
Okay, there is no issue about that.
Hmm.
But the facts should be stated, and the students who are going to read this should not be misled with facts. That's all.
Exactly.
But yes, the history should be fact based.
Hmm. So, my last question to you is: in an age of digitization and easy access to historical records online, how effective or sustainable is the attempt to omit medieval Indian history from textbooks? So what do you think on this?
See, I'll tell you one thing.
Mm.
Technology is a leveler. Technology is here to stay,
Hmm.
and people and students who want to access factual history will
Hmm.
all have access to it. But it's not for the government to try and erase a major part of history.
Obviously, obviously. Thank you very much, sir, for
Thank
speaking
you.
with Salar
Thank you.
Digital.